Welcome, you metal maniacal motherfuckers. This is another edition of the Brother Brew Show. In the Brother Brew Studios, I am Brother Brew, back in black. Ha ha ha, I love the fucking plugins. Well, how many out how many people out there are metalheads? Most of the people I know. Fucking metal maniacs! Well, almost all of us belong to a group or two on Facebook that always talks about metal. Metalheads Interactive, etc., etc., etc. Eat my nicotine, motherfucker. Well, anyway, I'm kind of getting sick and tired of metalheads arguing over which category of rock is better. No, thrash is always king. No, new metal. New metal's best. Industrial, progressive, death, black, horror, humorcore. I must add, almost nobody argues for humorcore except for yours truly. But here's the thing. Out of the entire musical kingdom, we are the most heavily judged. And by far, we are the least judgmental. So, shouldn't we be, not judgmental towards each other? Okay, there are groups most metalheads just despise. Creed, Nickelback. The top two. That's almost universal. The only reason we're listening to Creed or Nickelback is because we have some chick on our side and we're hoping to get lucky. That's the honest truth. But we really shouldn't make fun of other people's choices. Hey, if we're well versed in Creed and Nickelback, that means we have an alright shot of getting our dick sucked. It's just that's the honest truth. And believe me, I need all the help I can get. So, yes, I am well versed in Creed and Nickelback. Doesn't mean I like them. It just means I'm horny and know me. Who are you to judge me? But I see most of the time that the people who are doing the most judging are insecure, ugly, fat men. Although this fat man doesn't judge. I am the exception, and there are many more fat men who also follow suit. But generally, they're married, they have children, they're in their 50s, they can't come to terms with the fact that their lives are pretty much over, and they're these douchebags that hit on the 18 to 24-year-old girls, and the girls always go, and the guy leaves. Oh my god, that son of a bitch is such a douchebag. And they're kind of like the ugly girl in high school that went around on the lunch break saying how much the boys loved her. How much sex she was having. Whether or not anybody at the table wanted to hear it, no matter if everybody was thrown up or not, the ugly chick would just say how much the boys love them. Ay, ay, ay. So, this is just a metalhead talking to other metalheads. We gotta be united on this shit, man. And we really need to quit judging other people's taste in metal. Some people like classic hard rock. That is fine. Some people like the newest shit. Some people like the most hardcore screamo shit. That is all right. With classic hard rock, with classic thrash, I'm talking about the big four. Metallica, Megadeth, Anthrax, Slayer, Without those guys, metal really wouldn't have gotten past Black Sabbath, Ozzy, and then Motorhead. And we wouldn't be arguing about which subcategory of metal is the best. Every band takes a hard rock, heavy metal a little bit further, thus creating their own subcategory of hard rock / heavy metal. And they shouldn't be judged for it. It's like having sex. Having sex is great. Listening to heavy metal is great. I don't hear nobody arguing that sex is bad. Well, except for ministers and uptight fuckwads who don't know how to have a bunch of fun. But, like with hard rock and heavy metal, everybody has a taste, a preference, and an orientation on how they like to fuck. Some like blondes, some men like redheads, other men like brunettes, blue eyes, small tits, big asses, small butt, big boobs, back tits, and a big old beer belly. Who knows? Who cares? I ain't judging. Some women like women, some guys like guys. Who the hell am I to judge? All that matters is fucking is great, and listening to hard rock, heavy metal is great. So let's stop bitching at each other. Some people like moshing. Some people hate it. Some people only mosh because they think they're tough when they're drinking. Guilty. So, let's just chill the fuck out and rock the fuck out. This is Brother Brew giving you an important public safety tip. As a very famous channel would say, it's a more you know moment in a segment. Chill the fuck out, metalheads. We're in this together. Whether you solely listen to Metallica, whether you're listening to Hatebreed, Meshuggah, and everything else. I'm drawing a blank. Ooh, me drawing a blank on metal. 6 Feet Under, I love 6 Feet Under. Hatebreed, Cannibal Corpse, Avatar. Everybody who's a metalhead needs to see Avatar. I've seen them, I think, 2 or 3 times now. Shit. Great band. Great band. And please support the opening acts. These acts are usually not signed. They're from probably within a 100-mile radius of where you're from. And they're killing themselves on stage for almost no money because they're hungry. So don't be at the bar getting drunk while they're playing. Don't be fucking around. Give them a shot. A couple of bands from around my area come to mind. One is Romantic Rebel out of Chicago. I tell you what, I'm glad my ass was seated when their playset came on. They were the first to come up. Is out of 3 bands. It was Romantic Rebel up first, Crowbot, and Avatar. Well, that particular night, the lead singer of Crowbot, he was fucking coked out of his mind. The other players were drunk. They didn't care about the little tiny venue that they were playing at that I saw them at. But Romantic Rebel, they outblasted them. Outblasted Crowbot. To the point where they were second only to Avatar. And it was barely. Avatar was right here. Awesome show. Just fan-fucking-tastic. Romantic Rebel right here. Because they're hungry. Another one in my area Resist the Undertow. Second season. Support your local acts, because at one time, Led Zeppelin, to the Metallicas, to the Panteras, at one time, they were playing college keggers, little fucking dorm halls, and shady fucking bars that you wouldn't even go into with a gun in the middle of a day. They were playing those fucking acts. Before Nirvana became legendary, they were playing in the worst parts of fucking Seattle. So give these bands some respect. Give them your time. And if you love them, give them your money by purchasing their shirts, their accessories, and their albums. Because most of the time they're not signed yet. And they produce this shit themselves. This is Brother Bruce saying, stay maniacally... God, I'm having a lot of moments. What I meant to say, from the bottom of my heart, is stay maniacally metal, motherfuckers. I'm Brother Brew. Out. Peace.